Alright, everybody, it's another pre-match notes. Thankfully, I haven't done a bit of the doobies in a while, but today is another day for this. I've noticed since pretty much my first 5-0 win at Chelsea in the first match that this game is getting a bit too easy for me. I think I've won a lot of the games by 3 goals or more. So I'm having to bump the difficulty up to world class. I wasn't semi-pro before, but as you've watched this playthrough, you've seen me beating the likes of Chelsea by 5 goals to 0, not once but twice. Everyone else by 3 goals or more, and the CPU just missing absolute sitters. It's ridiculous how high and wide the AI, when the AI gets forward, they sky it over the bar. It's absolutely preposterous and ridiculous that even I'm not enjoying it. You know, I'm not enjoying beating teams by 3 or more goals and having the AI skying their shots. It's just not fun. So I'm probably going to regret it. But I have got up to world class difficulty. This isn't something I do very often. You know, I think I found it a bit easy on semi-pro last year. You know, I probably should have made this sort of move at the beginning of the year when I first switched to professional, but then I lost the first game on semi-pro, but I thought they'd kind of fixed it. But apparently not. I've been dominating everybody, so I'm going straight up to world class here. I'm probably going to regret it, but I have had a couple of games, and it does feel better to me to play, but I'm probably going to lose as I get my bearings here. But I do have a nice big lead in the lead of the table, so I thought I'd try a couple of matches or so on world class and see how we go. But yeah, the AI has been so poor on semi-pro that it's provided no chance for me whatsoever, and even I've got annoyed with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There is a difficulty increase. Let's see how this goes. Manchester United here at Old Trafford, and the crowd is buzzing as they are nearing another Premier League title. After a barren streak of almost 2 seasons, could this finally be the year that Manchester United return to the top of the tree? 8 games remain, 7 discounting this one, and United are 8 points clear of Manchester City and are facing relegation threatened Watford today. I think it was, I believe, Watford actually won the first encounter between these two teams, I think. Or it was a 0-0 draw in any case, but Manchester United's impeccable defence telling the story yet again. Another thumping victory against Crystal Palace. It really was far too easy for United last time out. Can they continue that today? It's a whole makeshift squad as the Champions League came to the fore last time. Romero starting goal with Valera, Rojo, Luke Shaw, and a return for Phil Jones. Valencia with Carrick, Young, Mata, and Lingard, Rooney up front as usual. As captain makes his return for Watford. It's Hugo Gomez in goal with Einam Kapoor, Prodo, and Olbas. I think he's making a debut, I think. Watson, Barari, Ihibro, Gerudo, Towson, and Troy Deeney with their main man for Watford, of course. Watford have their own reasons for wanting to win this match. Obviously, relegation threatened, as we said at the top of the broadcast. Wayne Rooney. And Manchester United also having 1 foot in the door of the semi-finals of the Champions League. Manchester United was tasked into getting to the top 4 to guarantee qualification to the next year's Champions League. That's always the lowest demand, although this is Manchester United. There is obviously high expectations above that, of course. Even United have to reach those. But if they carry on like they have been in the Champions League and win the thing, they might not have to do anything at all, even if they were to finish in the top 4. But even if they did, it wouldn't mean many implications for those outside of it anyway. Manchester United with a 2-1 lead on aggregate over Galatasaray. Going to Turkey for that second leg. The worrying thing is that Galatasaray have that away goal now Like we said, the impeccable form of Manchester United and its defence, especially David De Gea. No problems would be a worry for them, at least. Really, flick almost came off from you now. Towson. Rami. Tackle from Antonio Valencia. Carrick. Beautiful play here from United early on. Marta's coming in from the wing here. He's going to be brought down. Could be a throw-in. Played by Valencia to pick up the ball, but good tackle from the Watford defender that was around him. Young. Manchester United were to win this match. We go 11 points clear at the top with 7 to go. 6 discounting this one. And that would pretty much give out the title to them, I think. Oh, good save by Sergio Romero. Obviously in for David De Gea. He's played a few consecutive games in quick succession. Townsend putting it over. Romero, obviously, falling out of favour. We return to David De Gea since the end of the summer transfer window at the beginning of the season in September. So Anthony Martial arrived on the scene by then as well. And David De Gea has been absolutely fundamental in United's defence, although that's not the greatest of clearances by Phil Jones. Manchester United, as we know, back to full fitness now. No new injuries to concern themselves about. Louis van Gaal is edging ever closer to more success. They've taken him a season to do it, and it looks like it's finally working out. And let's not forget that Manchester United were already crowned Capital Cup One Cup winners in the final against Arsenal. Already has success to his name. And Lingard has gone down. Looks like he's going to get back up, which is a plus. And Jones has been out for the best part of a few months with, I believe it was a broken leg. And Towson colliding with Rojo. Valera. Carrick. Lingard. Lingard has found Ashley up. Lingard whips in the ball. And that's a good header away. Only as far as Valera. Let's here. Really good play from United here. Michael Carrick. And get past the Watford brick wall that was in front of him. No word on a contract extension for Michael Carrick. He's voiced his opinion, he wants to stay. But Manchester United might be looking more in a managerial direction. Still so many rumours surrounding Jose Mourinho, although I'm not sure why Manchester United would want to change the setup. It's working. And, as we know, next season will be Louis van Gaal's last, come what may. Manchester United wanted to change things so early though. Good save by Romero here though. Of course it is only a rumour. I personally think Manchester United would be very, very silly to change this scenario. It's like they're 8 points clear at the top of the league and in everything, and even being the winners of a trophy this season already. So I think those rumours will be quashed by everyone involved with the club at the moment. Oh, what a shot there, and it came up a collision. between the striker and Phil Jones. Romero did very well to get to that. Watford certainly starting brightly here. Romero has been equal to it, however. Good tackle by Jones. And good play by Jones again. And that is why United are so fortunate to have him back. The passion that Phil Jones shows is second to none. Marta turns to shoots. Comes to Michael Carrick. Good save by Gomez. And that's the first chance for United in this game, and it came out of Michael Carrick of all people. I'm going to try a shot. Good turn here, and good defence again by Phil Jones. The rest of this on him. And still well played. Really good football in this first half by both sides. There's Valera. He's charging down the wing, and that's a foul. The referee is coming over. I think it might be a booking. The crowd is wanting an action, and it's taken. Free kick. And that's Jose Holbas who goes into the referee's book. I don't think he can really have any complaints. Valera went down in a heap, however. Let's see this. Yeah, completely misses the ball. Takes Valera out. Probably lucky to stay on the pitch to a degree. I guess he wasn't the last man. Fair judgment there by the referee. And free kick taken by Juan Mata. This is in no way a shooting position, so I don't think Juan's going to go for it. And with the cross. Carrick still open a chance here for United. Good tackle from, I think that might have been Ben Watson. Oh. Now here comes Townsend. That's a great touch. He's taking it far, far away from Roja. Townsend's in the box. He's going all the way. Romero comes out and gets the ball. Great play from Romero. Great awareness there. And Townsend, fantastic play as well. Really. An absolutely stunning first half. We've still got 10 minutes of it to play. Townsend. Watford are coming forward again. Looking menacing in this game. Not going to roll over. Romero gathers that cross. Look out it goes. Ribeiro. Ball. They intend to keep the ball at the moment. Dini. Good shot there. Not going to look short. Townsend back in. Drawdown and a great tackle by Valera. Had to be a good tackle. Watson's still on the ball. The player has to be careful now. Tries it again. And shot made out there, and a good save by Romero yet again. Watson was put off by Jones there. Hard to understand why Watson even went down. Didn't really need to there. Corner given though. Romero is stunning this first half. Gordo. To Barami. A host of red shirts in front of him. Townsend. And Romero saves again. Stunning stuff from Sergio Romero in this first half. Watford banging down the door here. Back in, Romero, foot on the line, but the ball did not cross it. And the game will continue. Romero has done fantastically in this first half. me. 3 minutes of added time in a stunning first half here. Watford will definitely have more of the chances though. I'm worrying Manchester United a little bit. Townsend, great tackle by Rojo. Good backup by Shaw as well. Manchester United showing their star-studded defensive prowess, which has earned them the best defence team in the league. I'm sure. For Paul, Lingard does really well. And United will get a throw in. Young. Bad pass from Young there. Now here comes Watford. Slick 1-2 passing. Garami is forced back. It's the end of a stunning first half here in Old Trafford. Chances galore, especially for Watford. But Sergio Romero has been the telling point all afternoon. Stunning saves all round. Manchester United only creating one chance, but that doesn't mean there hasn't been a lot of action this first half. It's been a lot tighter than Manchester United have had recently, and I suppose that's a good thing. Manchester United 0, Watford 0. At Old Trafford, the second half here in a 0-0 draw. The first time we've had to say that in quite some time. Manchester United have scored bundles of goals, but not today. We've rarely had a sniff of a chance up front. They've only had one, where Watford have been banging down the door and denied repeatedly by Sergio Romero. I have to say that even without David De Gea, Manchester United probably would have been near enough just fine. Because Romero has done brilliantly in the games he's featured in. Featured a lot at the beginning of the season, of course, while the saga involving De Gea and Madrid was going on. And then that eventually broke down due to a late fax. David De Gea was then back in the team from the Liverpool game after deadline day onwards. And Manchester United have only conceded 6 goals all season. And he was the main reason why, but in the games Romero has been in, he's performed just as admirably. David De Gea would be a huge miss, however. It is David De Gea, but Sergio Romero has certainly made his part known to the squad. Carrick goes down, foul given. Next up with Manchester United, a trip to Everton and, at Old Trafford, so they're staying put. And they'll be against a former man in Tom Cleverley, so that should be fun. With the free kick. And another Manchester United players down. Is that Wayne Rooney? We're going to have to wait a moment because the referee has stopped the game. Just when you thought Manchester United were back, injury 3, Marcus Rojo went down in a heap and it's been hurt, and Paddy McNair has come on. Very unfortunate for Marcus Rojo. He'd been a very important part for Manchester United since Phil Jones went off injured earlier this season. Now Phil Jones is back. The same thing has been falling him. Really unfortunate. But the cross is a good looking one into Rooney. And he's going to touch that. And he's offside. Brilliantly played by Juan Mata, but I don't think Rooney's a mile offside there. You can't blame Mata for trying. And in any case, the ball fell to Gomez's arms anyway. Heaney gives it away to Lingard. Gives it away to Barbo, I think. He's coming and lit the ball off the net. Romero saves again. And Troy Deeney. Oh, what a save by Romero. Fantastic save. And I'll tell you something, there is going to be quite the battle between Sergio Romero and David De Gea before too long. I do think David De Gea will come out on top in terms of match importance But Romero has certainly made a case for himself this season. Fantastically done and a great save there. Manchester United do need to trying to get a foothold on the ball. Next up for Watford is a very, very tough trip to the Emirates. Away to Arsenal. So looking to get into that top 4 position. I have to say it's between Manchester United and Manchester City as far as the title race is concerned, even though United do have a 8-point lead with 6 left to play, discounting this one of course. Or 7 rather. It's a great move by Luke Shaw. Carrick tried to play in Young there, but Young wasn't moving. There's Troy Deeney here. Watford hitting a quick counter attack. Ebro has thrown that one wide. To tell whether that was a show or not. Well, Steven Mehiglis is coming on for Jerusalem, I think. That's certainly the case. Down, Ebro picks it up. And here's Townsend for Watford, under pressure off the post. And Watford within a whisker, taking a shock lead here. And that was close, off the post. Marta, great play. Referee chooses to play advantage, but not there. And is that the same player that committed the yellow card offence? It might be. The referee's coming over. Is he going to send him off? No. And he's a very lucky boy. He's already on a yellow card, don't forget. The referee being lenient. And, probably won't come on before he's off if he does that again. Jones of all people with a shot. Michael Carrick comes in. Great shot from Carrick, and Manchester United take the lead. Carrick comes out of nowhere. And Watford have been torn apart. Carrick out of absolutely nowhere. Great header away only as far as Jones. Jones gives it a wallop. And no one closes the ball down. Michael Carrick sees it. Bang. Thunderous statement from Michael Carrick. What a strike. Gomez has no chance. And Manchester United deservedly lead. And Michael Carrick has just said, sign me up. I want to stay, I want a contract, he said, and he's just made his case there. 1-0 to United, Michael Carrick. And deservedly so. Great awareness from Carrick. And that's what experience can do for you. Fantastically done. And Watford need to get back into the game. Here's the sub Lahijas. Picked up by Romero. Seems how it didn't go out of play, but it's a good header from the defender for Watford there. Agaro. Townsend. Valencia. Manchester United hold on to this lead. Of course, they did come within a whisker of conceding. And a shot from Townsend struck the post. But Manchester United deservedly leading here, but Watford are still in this game. Townsend puts it out. And Michael Carrick, only 3 goals in 12, but this one is the pick of the bunch. Comes in with the ball loose, bang. What a strike from Michael Carrick that is. Absolutely stunning. Marta. Back to Rudy. And Lingard almost won that race. And Jones doesn't leave it to go out of play, he puts it out himself. Nice decision. Bad throw picked out by Rooney, but Noyon gets it anyway. Troy Deeney. Romero's a bit off his line, but there's that one as well. Good throw as well, actually. Oh, Watson well closed down against Ashley Young. Oh, great pass. And Brahidges. It's wide. Well, Watford have certainly made a game of this. As Alessandro Dimitri comes on for Troy Deeney. Here's Michael Carrick. Oh, he's going to pick out Rooney. Beautiful pass. Wayne Rooney. Deflected onto the keeper and out for a corner. Michael Carrick. That was a peach of a ball. And I don't think Gomez needed to save that. I think it would have struck the post. But you can never be too sure. And that's why he stopped it. And Manchester United have a corner. One matter. Headed in. Oh, great save by Gomez. I think that might have been Paddy McNair, of all people. And indeed it was. And that was striking the bar. Paddy McNair, very well done. It's another corner. And Alan Aboubi comes on for Ben Watson. Corner from Mata from the other side. And McNair and Jones go together. And it goes wide. Aurelio Gomez has done really well. And you can never be too sure, and that's why he saved it. But that was a piece of a pass from Michael Carrick. Beautifully done. Ten minutes to go. And Manchester United, another win is on the cards. But they've had to work for this one. And that's really good to see after the dominance they've had since the middle part of the season. Winning many games by 3 goals or more. It's a welcome change. It's what you do when that sort of thing happens that determines that if you are champions. And Manchester United haven't played their best, and it's, like we said, it is what happens when you don't play your best that determines whether you'll be champions or not. And Manchester United are certainly doing that here. Still going to hold on though. 8 minutes to go. I mean, to be fair, both teams have played superb football. And a joy to watch. Kapul, Stevie Romero. And how many more saves will this man make? Romero is on top form. I wouldn't pick him over De Gea, but certainly if De Gea goes down injured, then Manchester United don't have to worry one bit, I think. Oh, a bit shaky in defence, United. Although to be fair, rounding him out there, Barami. Good strike. 9 minutes to go. And bad header really. Dimitri. And he jizzes and he puts it out. There's Mata. Trying to play in, might have been Rooney. Rami, good pass. Well done. Kapul. And it's unfortunate. Good play by Watford there. Valon Barami. And this was his strike from earlier. Everyone was crowding in front of him. Romero probably would have got to that, I think. We might from this camera angle anyway. Romero has been on top form today. Here's Dimitri. Watford are not going down easily here. He's put it in. Watford have equalised. And I think it's no more than what they deserve. It certainly gave Manchester United a game here. And United have worked so hard. And unfortunately, it's not come up for them. And Romero, who's been superb all afternoon, can't keep that one shot out. It's going to be cruel on them. Manchester United lose 2 points like this. Sandro Dimitri, who came on as a sub. And wow. Well, Manchester United are stunned here. 4 minutes of added time. And I think it's a point well earned as well. Luke Shaw, he went all the way almost. Now I have to think Watford are going to park the bus, so to speak. I don't think there's enough time to win the game. Now how cruel is it that Sergio Romero has saved everything that was thrown at him until the final shot of the game. And Watford are parking the bus now. Dimitri. Let's move forward here. Dimitri again. All the way to Valencia. Valencia down the other side. He's giving it away though. There's the full-time whistle. Manchester United dropping 2 points, but it wasn't for the one, not for trying. Watford deserve it for never giving up until the end of the game. Sergio Romero though, absolutely impeccable performance almost. Just the one final shot that he couldn't save. It's really unfortunate, but he's certainly made a case for the future number 1 should David De Gea leave in the near future. Certainly made a case for new status tonight, this afternoon rather. Manchester United a bit hard done by really. After a superb shot from Michael Carrick gave them the lead. 2 points dropped, but I don't think it's anything Manchester United to worry about just yet. Both teams played really well. A nice open free game, and I think it's been quite a spectacle with the change in difficulty I mentioned at the beginning. Certainly more enjoyable than most games that I've had this year. And finally, Manchester United are broken down a little bit. Manchester United 1, Watford 1. Seeing as that was the only game of the day, we can go straight to the table. And it's not an absolute disaster. Manchester United have gained a point on City and now are 9 clear. But City now have a game in hand over them. But I think this title might be United's to lose with the form they've been in. Chelsea 3rd, Arsenal 4th. Liverpool have a game in hand over 3rd and 4th and could get back into the top 4 spot with a win over whoever they're facing. I'm not quite sure who it is. And it's as you were after that. Stoke 6th, Spurs 7th, Villa 8th, Sunderland 9th, Everton 10th, which has pretty much been for some time now. Watford a vital point in their fight to avoid the drop, with Leicester, Norwich and Swansea down there. Still all to play for as far as the drop goes. And considering where Norwich were before Christmas, being on single points and looking like going down, Norwich all of a sudden, they could have a great escape on their hands. It's all to play for down there.